The statement for today is bowl games don't matter, but bowl eligibility does. Bowl games don't matter, but bowl eligibility does. And it matters in a big way, which is also my way of saying, hey, NC State and UNC, make sure you find one more win wherever you can. Don't think, what's the difference between 5 and 6 wins? We're not in the college football playoff. We're not going to make the ACC championship anyway. Who cares? Even if we make a bowl, everybody's going to opt out. That's not the case. That might be the case, but that's not the point. First, let's hear from Mack Brown, the head coach of the North Carolina Tar Heels, on being within one win of bowl eligibility.
We feel like we have a chance to win the last 3 games, and the way college football is, as crazy it is, we obviously have a chance to lose it. We could have won 7 or 9 as easy as we could have won 5, and I put that on our coaches. I've told them that. I said that's it. Coaches can put it on players. Coaches are supposed to get the players motivated and ready to play. That's our jobs. So we never put it back on the players. But we're planning on winning every one of them, and we're planning on going to a bowl.
Going to a bowl used to be everything. Not even that, like, when I played, my friends, my family that were in FBS, you went to a bowl game, you got gifts. It was a big deal. It was usually a nationally televised game. It was in a cool place maybe. It was a big deal. Now the game, the week, you might still get a gift. You might get a gift card, but you're getting NIL money, so it's less exciting. The status still matters, though. It matters in 2 ways. I consider it like this. I consider it like the Pro Bowl. You may be like, Pro Bowl doesn't matter. That game stinks. They don't even play it anymore. They're playing dodgeball. Yep, that's 100% true. Playing in the game doesn't matter. The stats don't matter. Who's the all-time leading receiver in Pro Bowl history? I don't know. Could be anyone. Could be you. You could be listening to this right now. Be the all-time leading Pro Bowl receiver stat person, and we wouldn't care. We'd care about what got you to the Pro Bowl. See what I'm doing there? When you go into the Hall of Fame, what do they say? 4-time All-Pro, 7-time Pro Bowler, member of the All-Decade team of the 1990s. 10 years into the future after you retire, you're going on a radio show like this one. What do I say? Coming up next, we have a 7-time Pro Bowler, member of the all-time record holder in the does. It's part of your legacy. Same is true about making a bowl game. I don't care if you win the Beef O'Brady's Bowl, but when a coach is recruiting, hey, we made a bowl in 9 of the last 10 years. Before I showed up on campus, hadn't been to a bowl in 6 years. Made it to a bowl in 3 of my first 4. Oh, wow, that's pretty good. When you're recruiting against a team, hey, just so you know, they haven't been to a bowl since 1996. Whatever it is, the bowl stats matter. It's a threshold of the good and the bad.
It's a mark of, okay, were you at least 500 or better?
Are you going to win games?
Yeah, that's it. Like, you've gone to 10 straight bowl games? Okay, you have a pretty decent program.
Exactly. It's the mark of at least a pretty decent program, and then everything you add on top of it makes it the more. It's again same like Pro Bowl. I just listened to a podcast with Jason Kelsey, and Jason Kelsey was talking about, I don't know if this is the one that was on the Steelers, Marquise Pouncey.
Yes.
Okay, he just has a twin. One was with the Dolphins, one was with the Steelers. But he's talking about Marquise Pouncey, and he said he's the most decorated center of my era. This is Kelsey talking, who's a 5-time All-Pro. And he said, he went to the Pro Bowl every year. I looked it up, missed one, but he had a 10-year career, went to 9 Pro Bowls. I think the one he missed was due to injury. And that's how Jason Kelsey was trying to show somebody was significant, was trying to show somebody else was very good. Same is true about bowl games. The other thing is the extra practice and the timeline of it. Coaches have always wanted to make the bowl game, maybe more so than getting the opportunity to go down to Birmingham and win the Birmingham Bowl, or the opportunity to play on the infield at Yankee Stadium in the Pinstripes Bowl. Maybe more so than playing in the game. They wanted the extra practice, right? You get a bowl game that's 3 weeks after your regular season finishes. That's 3 weeks more you can practice with guys that will be back next year. It's like an extra spring ball, like a whole other brand new spring ball. And that's still the case. You get a bowl game, you get to keep practicing, get to keep wearing pads. You don't make it to a bowl game, regular season is over, turn your pads in. But now it's even more important. UNC, NC State, make a bowl. Because guess what? We'll just use 2 examples. CJ Bailey at NC State and Banfield, the offensive lineman for UNC. They are 2, and this is not an exaggeration, of the top 10 highest graded true freshmen in the country. That's pretty good. That's a feather in the cap of the recruiters. Neither of them were 5 stars, right? They were diamonds in the rough that they discovered, developed, played. Now they're playing well. So the quarterback at NC State and offensive lineman at UNC are both one of the highest graded players in their class. They also both play positions that every other Power 5 team would love to have. You can't have too many. So, transfer portal becomes a thing. You have a freshman that plays great, you want to keep them. Making a bowl game helps you keep them, and not because they're so excited to go to the Pop-Tarts Bowl. It helps you keep them because the transfer portal window this year has been shortened. It is 20 days starting the day they reveal the field for the college football playoff. That is scheduled to be December 9th this year. So the transfer portal, you can put your name in the portal to leave between December 9th and December 28th. Bowl season this year for non-CFP bowls, not college football playoff bowls. I put them in your own category. If you're playing for a national championship, none of this applies to you. But the non-CFP bowl season starts December 14th with the Cricket Celebration Bowl.
Oh, there you go.
And ends with the Bahamas Bowl on January 4th. Just by making the earliest bowl, you go a week into the transfer bowl or the transfer window. And I know that's not stopping guys. People can still go into the portal. People, hey, just because you have a bowl game tomorrow doesn't mean you can't go into the portal today. But correct me if I'm wrong on this. Just from a human nature standpoint, I think it's harder to tell coach you're transferring in person. If there's a coach you like, a coach you respect, a coach who's run the program well, I think it's harder to say like, hey, coach, before practice, can I meet with you? I want to go in the transfer portal. That's harder than, well, I haven't seen you in a week. It's 4 days before Christmas. I've been talking with my family and everyone back home that's telling me there's brighter horizons somewhere else. The grass is greener. I've worked myself up into it. Now I'm going to give you a call on December 21st and say, coach, I'm out. I think that's easier. Making a bowl game just makes it a slightly more difficult thing to say. It's it's tougher to execute going in the portal. If you're around them, you're practicing, you're getting better, you're getting reps, you're watching film rather than into your regular season. All right, well, everybody take your couple of weeks. We'll be back for winter conditioning, right after the new year. Like that is a different beast. So NC State, UNC, there's a good chance if you make a bowl, bunch of guys opt out, right? Everyone with eligibility exhausted that's trying to go play in the NFL is like, thanks, but no thanks. And you might have a skeleton crew out there and you might get beat by 30. And you might be sitting there saying, why did we sign up? Why did we want this? And I'll be going, well, because you don't know the good it did behind the scenes. And you get the gold star of being a good program.
I think it's really what it boils down to. It's just the fact that, say, we go to bowl games every year. Okay, it means you're a winning team, a winning program. Yes. Now, again, it might be 7-5, might be 8-4, but winning is winning.
Winning more than you're losing, or at least 6-6, and not losing more than you're winning.
Exactly.